Someone is lying to you and they can't be trusted. I don't know who they are, but this person is abusing their power. They are taking advantage of you and what they know that you are willing to do to make the relationship work, what you're willing to do to see a bad situation turn into a good one. And because they know that about you, this person is lying to you. Now, I don't know why it's important for you to know that this person is lying to you, but this is the message that I am getting for you. It doesn't feel like today's message is going to be rainbows and lollipops, so I understand if you're not ready to hear this message, but for those of you that are, welcome back to my channel, new and returning subscribers. TT here, your friendly psychic medium. I do this for the girlies, and we're gonna jump right into these messages and see what's coming. Maybe we'll get some more insight into maybe something that's coming is going to give us some more insight as to why you need to know this. Okay. You have already been patient. I do feel like someone's plan is being revealed to you. More is going to be revealed to you. More details will be exposed. Just allow it to come, is what I'm hearing. For all of my girly detectives out there where you may want to go looking for it, you don't have to. Okay? It feels like you're being initiated, or some type of spiritual gift that you possess of intuition is being heightened. So right now things are very sensitive. You can sense a lot. Your intuition is communicating to you, so you don't need the confirmation from receipts. You don't need the confirmation from going through someone's stuff or catching someone in the act, because your intuition is already telling you it. The problem is that someone is lying to you so much to the point where you have become invested in proving that this person's a liar, even though you already know they're a liar. So what is there to prove, right? So it's like somehow, some way, this person has abused their authority or their power over you and has convinced you that you have to wait until, evidence occurs in order for you to know, in order for you to hold someone accountable. Now, I'm not talking about someone where it's like just your mind playing tricks on you and you're just suspicious and X, Y, and Z and paranoid. No, I'm not talking about that type of situation. This would be a repeat offender. This would be someone where you've had receipts before. Maybe not in this situation, but somewhere along the line, you had receipts. Somewhere along the line, you saw the text message. It was so irrefutable to the point where it had to literally hurt your feelings by being straight up to your face in order for you to believe that it was real. That is your intuition screaming at you. The truth was always around you. You just weren't ready to accept it. So it feels like, as confusing as this situation may be, it is clear to you. You already know what this is. So whether the truth is being revealed by this person or the truth is being revealed by the angels and confirmation of your own intuition, or you discover it on your own, you should feel great. This should be a great feeling, like, yes, I'm awake, I'm aware. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you need some time to process. But you are woke and you are aware, which means you aren't asleep. Every time I try to leave, something keeps pulling me back, telling me I need. Being awoke is the first battle. Being woke is it's only good when you plan on doing something about it. You know what I'm saying? You know how to say don't go looking for stuff you don't want to know? It seems like you don't want to know, but it keeps finding you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want to know. Like, if someone is lying, don't let me find out. It's giving that type of energy. Like, once upon a time, you used to say to yourself, if someone is cheating, don't let me find out. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't destroy my bubble. But, it feels like karmic retribution is involved here. So if karmic retribution is involved here, then that would mean someone that you're involved with owes karma to someone else. They have a debt from a past life that they have to fix. So with the Leo energy here, the Lovers in reverse, they have unfinished business. So you've pretty much allowed someone into your life, into your home, into your reality, and encouraged them. But everything that you try to grow with this person will be blocked, because it's like you're allowing what you're allowed to do, you can't do as long as this person with this karma is connected to you. It seems like this is someone that was trying to escape something. Escape some type of karma in a past relationship. They have like a old saying about this. What was the saying? I think it's how you get them is how you lose them, or something like that. Here's another saying. Essentially what this is saying is that this person cuts you off from your blessings, your growth, your prosperity, by allowing them to get away with avoiding their responsibilities, by allowing them to escape whatever karmic retribution that they owe, and giving them being the scapegoat is costing you gravely, because it takes two to tango. And yeah, because you have first house, which is self, the house of self, your identity. The door in reverse. So the door for you is closed because the person connected to you can't walk through this door with you. It's a one-way ticket. It's a one-way ticket to expansion, to blessings. And you deny yourself of your blessings by staying outside of the door. Now, you can do that, but like I said, it's just going to block you creatively. It's going to weaken you. You're going to feel frustrated. You're going to feel delayed. It's going to create a lot of issues. And you're going to start to feel like you lack discipline. How did I get in this position? And then over time, because this person has karma somewhere else to resolve, they're going to be equivalent to an absent figure. Whether it's a relationship figure, a parental figure, they're going to be an absent figure because they have some type of karma. Like saying this person belongs to someone else. Feeling really unappreciated. So what other message do you have? Okay, so everything is not smooth sailing at this time. And it's like you have this really great vision that you saw for your life, and it's not going as planned. And it feels like because you're kind of like a rock stuck in a hard place, you can't get out of a job right now. You have to keep your job for stability. And so you're going through this storm. But you're resilient as fuck, I'll tell you that. You're tough. You know how to endure hardship. You get stronger with adversity. Nothing can break you. Life is asking you to be gentle with yourself right now, to take it easy, even though you are going through a storm. And then you have starting a family. Now, like I said, either you have a family, you want to start a family, or this is kind of like where things are, where things are developing right now. And because you're involved with someone, saying that you're involved with someone that feels like they can't control the outcome of this situation. This could be like a boss. This could be your boss. This could be someone that's in a position of authority. So if this person said to you, like, give something some time, and then they will, like, give something some time, and then, you know, I'll reveal it, I'll share it, I'll put it out there, or we can make it public. Your intuition has been telling you that this person is lying. No matter how long they delay it, they're not going to actually keep their word about something they said. And I do feel like it's very frustrating. This person also knows that you don't believe them. Like, you don't believe them. And I don't think this person plans on telling you the truth either. Because it looks like you're being asked to have patience and wait and trust someone, but you don't trust this person, but you're being asked to have patience. You feel like you know, why should I be concerned about when and how this person wants to do something or reveal it when they're not concerned about how or what it is that I want? It's coming off like very unfair and like this person is ashamed of you. And I think the reason why this person is coming off like that is because they have karma somewhere else. And you could potentially make this person's life a living hell. If you find out that this person is lying to you, you would make their life a living hell. If you find out that this person is planning on fucking you over, you would make this person's life a living hell. And they just don't need any more extra bad news or whatever. So I would say keeping you content, maybe not happy, but content is the objective and the goal. What's coming? As spirits, what's coming? I don't know if you're losing transportation or you're getting denied for some type of vehicle upgrade. It looks like there's something that you want, some type of advancement, some type of success, and you're getting denied. That's what it's saying. Either you got denied or you feel denied. You feel rejected. Whatever this is that you wanted, you feel like it was blocked. Now, when the Hierophant comes out, if you play along, someone gets ahead. Someone gets through. So it's like you're the gatekeeper of something, right? If you play along, someone is able to excel at a rapid rate because you're playing along with them, right? If you play nice, success comes to a person. If you start getting in your way, stubborn, then you retaliate. You retaliating by folding your arms and saying, well, until I'm happy, nothing's going to change. It does make someone worried. It does make them a little bit concerned. Even if they're showing a poker face, they're still lying with that poker face. They are concerned. The Five of Cups. They can't lose you right now. They're like saying to you, like, you can't lose you right now. I need us to be a team more now than ever. And that feels really good to hear. I don't think this person is saying it to you, but their actions is kind of saying that to you. Because you don't know whether you should stay or you should go. You're showing up as the Chariot in reverse, as your energy. And then this spread, it's suggesting that you feel delayed, you feel halted, you feel set down. You feel like it's unfair. So take a second to think about it, because I know in one situation, you may not want to go in this particular direction, but if this something is going to happen, like a major life event, right? They're not really clarifying what type of major life event is that's going to occur, but it will be the one that kind of gives you time to. It doesn't give you time. It forces you reluctantly to give something time. Give something time to play out. Give something time to work out. You don't know. You may be saying, I know I won't like it, but you've never experienced it, so how do you know you won't like it, right? Same thing. It's like saying you don't eat something because you never tried it, and then saying you don't like it, and they say, why don't you like it? Well, I never tried it. Well, how you know you're not gonna like it? Well, because if I wanted to try, if I was gonna like it, I would have tried it. And you see how it doesn't make any sense. And so this major event, as much as you may be reluctant on doing it, and you may not want to, and you may feel very disappointed because it's not the direction that you want to go in, at the end of the day, you won't lose. Okay? You won't lose. Five of Cups in reverse. It won't be a loss to you. It will be an asset to you. It will be a blessing to you. Five of Pentacles in reverse. Why do I feel like the universe and your ancestors conspired to force you into a new tax bracket? You weren't going to walk through this door. I don't care what you say. You were not going to walk through this door. Okay? Because you don't know how to give up on something that is done. You don't know how to let go of something that is done. And so the only way to make sure that you do not self-sacrifice was, for some of you guys, it was starting a family. For others of you, it was losing a job. It was delaying some type of success for you, making you slow down. Because if anybody was to tell you this, like, oh, you need to slow down, or you need to do this, or you need to go in a different direction, you would just assume that they're manifesting against you, wouldn't you? It's not even really saying what exactly is this justice, but it feels like a blessing in disguise. Like even they aren't really telling you exactly what the blessing is specifically. They're keeping it very general. Okay. Past life energy in reverse. Your heart couldn't get over a past life relationship, but you're about to. You're about to feel like, the intense feelings that I thought I had. I thought it was love. I thought it was what I was supposed to do. But now I know the path is clear. Now I know that wasn't intense feelings. That was trauma, right? That wasn't safety or familiarity. That was being accustomed to something. That was conditioning. And in order for you to be with someone in the past, you could only be with them without intuition, because this person will be always up to no good and lying and stealing and cheating and doing the worst. And in order to continue being with them, you have to question your own intuition, which is like become eventually. The more you have to question your own intuition, that's where paranoia comes from. That's where worry comes from. That's where all these different symptoms of you losing your goddamn mind comes from. Is because it's like, damn, I'm constantly reviewing my own choices, trying to figure out, am I the fucking problem? And you're not the problem. But the problem will never change. And you aren't the only person that this person does this to. They do it to other people as well. They don't see anything wrong with it. And every time it's time for them to accept karma, confront their shadow, and change, they look for another supply. So I do feel like you will do it with joy and sadness, because you are mourning your old condition in order to give birth to a new reality. It's a test. I feel like, yes, so ancestors are saying he was being tested. He was being tested, and in that test, you was about to fail that shit. Like you were going. It was like written that you would fail. The way you're programmed, the way you coded, you would fail. It's probably the only predictable thing. You would fail. And so to make sure you didn't fail, your ancestors conspired against you. I'm convinced. Because ain't no way they conspired against you. Which means they knew this would come. They knew you would fail. They knew you would wonder. And they knew you would have a hard time making that transition. And so they encouraged you. Oh, do what you want. You unbreakable. You strong. And then you live a little bit. The chariot as well could be living like the fast life, Good money, good sex, good experience, the thrill. In a controlled way. But with the chariot here, this is saying that you were divinely guided by outside forces that was carrying you away by chariot. So we're talking about trips. We're talking about, experience. We're talking about invitations. The Chariot in itself is winning season. And I knew you would be mad about it, but they needed you to pass this test. They're saying they knew that you would have been mad about it, so your guides had to lie to you in order to make sure that you passed this test. And they had to keep things from you so you wouldn't sabotage it or you wouldn't prevent it. There's something about prevention, like being beyond the point of prevention, beyond the point of stopping something. So, yeah. Or changing the outcome. And they're like, we can handle it later on. When you're trying to figure out, why didn't my ancestors forewarn me about this shit? They didn't forewarn you about that shit because they wanted you to do it. And then they had to lie to you about... They had to lie to you and let you think that they actually believed you would pass that test. They knew you wouldn't. But they couldn't tell you that. It's like them knowing, you're like, yeah, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. And then they're like, we know. We know. So they just let you think what you want to think. And then when it came time to pass the test, you had no choice but to pass. They said you could thank them later. There's so much that's about to go on in the world that you can't even see. Like, the world is about to go to shit. Okay? Allegedly. And you, with how strong you are, you can go through anything. You're the type of person that would go through that shit. You'd be like, okay, sufferation it is. You would choose it every time. You just, and it's not your fault. That's just how you are. You are built and designed to go through horrendous experiences. And so to make sure that you don't choose poverty for yourself, that you don't willingly choose poverty for yourself, they had to set you up, babe. They had to set you up. They had to play matchmaker. They had to... It's like, we want to give you this blessing, but you won't allow it to mature. You won't allow it to grow. And they feel like you wouldn't have allowed something to mature or grow or see where it would go because you never tried it before. Okay? You never had a taste of this before. Of the other side of the, the good life before. Better than the life I lived when I thought that I was going to go crazy. So everything is already, like, the mood is set. You already know what's next. All you got to do is sit back, relax, enjoy the ride, and get ready for part 2. All right. That's it. That's all. I'll see you soon.